There comes a time in life when the days feel longer, but the energy feels shorter. We begin to wonder, is it age? Or is it something else? What if the heaviness we feel isn't from our bodies growing old, but from the emotional weight we never let go of? Today, let's explore one powerful truth. One of the reasons people get old, lose their aliveness, is that they get weighed down by all of their stuff. This video will open your heart, lighten your soul, and maybe help you feel young again. Point 1. The burden of emotional baggage. We carry it all. Regrets, missed opportunities, things we wish we had said or never said. As we age, these memories don't fade. They grow heavier, especially if they remain unresolved. A person can look young outside, but feel 100 years old inside, just because of emotional baggage. We remember the argument that ended a friendship, the chances we didn't take, the forgiveness we never gave. But here's the wisdom that age brings. You still have time. Time to heal. Time to forgive. Time to let go. Your mind is not a storage unit for sorrow. It's a garden, and old age is the perfect time to pull out the weeds and plant peace. Point 2. Clutter in our homes reflects clutter in our hearts. Look around. How many things are sitting on shelves, unused for years? Old clothes, broken gadgets, piles of paper, and gifts we never liked, but felt too guilty to throw away. Every item has an emotional story attached. And these stories trap us, keep us living in yesterday. That kitchen drawer filled with things from the 1980s. That closet filled with clothes we'll never wear again. It's not just clutter, it's weight. When we clean up our physical space, we create space in our minds. Freedom begins when we ask, do I really need this? And more importantly, what am I afraid to let go of? Point 3. The mental clutter of overthinking and worrying. As we get older, we don't just think more. We overthink. What if I fall? What if I forget? What if I become a burden? These fears pile up. And fear, like clutter, fills every corner of our hearts. But worrying doesn't prevent tomorrow's pain. It only steals today's joy. Let go of what hasn't happened. Let go of the need to control it all. You've made it this far. You've survived storms you thought would drown you. Now is the time to rest, to breathe, to trust. Replace worrying with wonder. Replace fear with faith. Because peace isn't the absence of problems. It's the presence of clarity. Point 4. Toxic people and relationships. Some people add to your life, others subtract. And in old age, your energy becomes sacred. You no longer have time for drama, comparison, or shallow conversations. But many seniors still carry the weight of toxic connections, family members who only visit out of obligation, friends who bring gossip, not support, people who see your age, but not your wisdom. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to say no without guilt. It's okay to choose peace over people-pleasing. Because emotional health is just as important as physical health. And the more you remove toxic people from your life, the more you return to who you really are. Point 5. The past can be a prison if you let it. Some people live in 1975. Even though it's 2025, they replay old mistakes. They dwell on what might have been. They live in a museum of memories. But life is not meant to be a backward glance. It's a forward journey. Your past happened. It shaped you. But it does not define you. You are not your worst mistake. You are not the things you lost. You are not too late when you let go of what was. You make space for what can be, even at 70, 80, or 90. You are still growing, still becoming. Let go of the past. Embrace the present and welcome the future. Point 6. The freedom of simplicity. In the second half of life, you learn the beauty of less stuff, less noise, less chasing. And in that simplicity, you find something more valuable than gold, peace. You don't need a big house to feel at home. You don't need approval to feel worthy. You don't need youth to feel alive. You need stillness, gratitude, laughter, meaningful conversations. Simplicity isn't about lack. It's about abundance without excess. So slow down, breathe deep, lighten your load, and return to what really matters. Because when your soul is light, you glow from the inside out. Point 7. The weight of unrealized dreams. There's a quiet sorrow many elders carry. The dreams they put on hold, the passions they silenced, the talents they buried under responsibility and routine. Maybe you always wanted to write a book, learn an instrument, travel somewhere far, but life happened. Children, work, illness, fear, and now you wonder if it's too late. But here's the powerful truth: it's never too late to touch your dream. Even in a smaller, quieter way, you can still light that fire. The saddest weight we carry into old age isn't the body growing tired. It's the heart that whispers, "I never tried." Let go of the excuses, let go of the belief that dreams have an expiration date. At 65, 75, 85, you can still paint, still create, still begin again. Even a single day of living with purpose is worth more than a lifetime of wondering what if. Point 8. Holding on to losses that broke you. As we age, we lose people, a spouse, a sibling, a dear friend. Sometimes the loss is so deep, we stop living the day they died. We carry it with us, silently. Photographs tucked in drawers, empty chairs we never move. Anniversaries we mourn, alone, but grief, when unprocessed, becomes a weight. It keeps you stuck in yesterday. This doesn't mean forgetting. It means remembering with peace. Your loved ones wouldn't want you frozen in pain. They would want you laughing again, loving again, living again. Let go of the idea that healing is betrayal. Let go of the guilt for surviving. The best way to honor those you've lost is to live the life they can no longer live. So cry when you need. Hold their memory close. But let your feet move forward. Because joy is not a betrayal of grief, it's its completion. Point 9. Hiding behind roles and labels. For decades, you've been someone's parent, partner, employee, provider. You lived in service to others. You gave endlessly, but now, the children are grown. The job is done, the titles fade, and you asked, who am I without all that? Many elders feel lost here, because they never learned how to be themselves. Outside of roles, but this is your chance. The beauty of this age is reinvention. You can rediscover what makes your soul sing. What did you love as a child? What makes you curious? What brings you peace? Let go of titles. Let go of needing to be useful to be valuable. You are not your productivity. You are not your relationships. You are not your past. You are you. And that's finally enough. Point 10. The fear of slowing down. In youth, speed is prized. More tasks, more goals, more hustle. But in old age, everything slows. The body, the schedule, the world, and many resist it. Because they fear if they slow down, they'll become invisible, unimportant, forgotten. But slowness isn't decline, it's depth. Now you can savor coffee. Listen longer. Feel the breeze. Notice the way sunlight dances on your wall at 4 p.m. Slowing down is your gift. It allows you to be present while the world rushes by in distraction. Let go of the fear that stillness equals worthlessness. Let go of the urge to chase. You've run the race. Now you get to walk slowly, beautifully, meaningfully. Because in the quiet moments, you find the soul. Final recap. So far, we've uncovered 10 powerful truths. Emotional baggage ages you faster than time. Physical clutter is a mirror of mental chaos. Overthinking and worrying steal your peace. Toxic people rob your light. The past can imprison your future. Simplicity unlocks true freedom. Unrealized dreams deserve resurrection. Grief needs healing, not hiding. You are more than your roles. Slowing down is sacred, not shameful. Every one of these weights can be released. Every one of these truths can set you free. Not to return to youth, but to move forward in lightness. Because true aliveness has nothing to do with age. And everything to do with what you let go of.